Hello everybody, it's Molly with All Ears, and today I've got a brand new video for you. Now, one thing you have to know about me, I love Pixar. Buzz Lightyear's my favorite Disney character. Toy Story's my favorite Disney movie. I cry in every single Pixar movie. I hope I'm not alone there. But today I'm going to take you around Walt Disney World, and we're going to find as much Pixar as possible. Attractions, food, shows. You know I'm going to tell you some fun facts along the way. Pixarpalooza is coming at you. Are you ready? Are you excited? Let's go to infinity and beyond. Of course, it makes sense to start our scavenger hunt in the land inspired by the movie started it all, Toy Story Land. Of course, Toy Story Land opened last summer in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Toy Story, the movie, the original, came out in 1995. So here in Toy Story Land, you've been shrunk down to the size of the toy. You can see that you're in Andy's backyard, and you can see he's had a bunch of fun hanging string lights. You can see his giant footprints walking around. You really feel, with all the detail in this land, that you are the size of a toy. Some of my favorites in Toy Story are the Green Army Men, and they're here, of course, in Andy's backyard as well. And the animators wanted to make sure they got their movements right, so they actually stuck wooden planks to the bottom of their shoes and walked around the studio like that for an entire day. Can you imagine? It was a little harder than they expected it to be, but don't you think the Green Army Men look great? Making my way to Slinky Dog Dash. Now, Slinky Dog Dash is probably the most popular attraction at Walt Disney World right now, and if you can get a fast pass, make sure you get one, because I have yet to see the line under like 50 minutes. Most of the time it's upwards of 1 to 2 hours, so definitely a popular ride, but definitely worth it. One of the best things about Disney in general, as you all know, and especially you can see it here at this attraction, is all the detail. It really feels like Andy, a child, made this in his backyard. That is just the cutest, best attraction. It goes so much faster than I think it's going to. All right, on to the next attraction here in Andy's backyard, the Alien Swirling Saucers. Even the bathrooms in Toy Story Land are the cutest. Notice the cootie toys around here, because it's the bathroom. There's cooties. You get it. There he is, my hero. So you'll notice the Pizza Planet guards are guarding the attraction. And a fun thing about Pizza Planet is it was originally going to be Pizza Putt, like a play on Pizza Hut, and it was going to be a putt-putt golf place instead of an arcade. Another winner in Toy Story Land. If you've been to Disneyland and Cars Land and California Adventure, it's very similar to the Tow Mater Junkyard Jamboree, but it's super fun. At one point I slid the whole way across my rocket ship, so really fun. Highly recommend if you can get on this attraction. It definitely doesn't have as long a way to Slinky Dog usually, so check it out. Headed to the third attraction in Toy Story Land, a beloved classic, Toy Story Mania. So Toy Story Mania actually opened up several years ago. It's been around for over a decade, but they reimagined the entrance, and there's a brand new entrance to Toy Story Mania here in Toy Story Land. Toy Story Mania is a game, and you are competing with your family and friends as you ride. And if you're like me, you're really competitive, and I want you to win. So I'm going to tell you a few targets that you can aim for that will reveal other things, and you can max out your score and then beat your family and rub it in their faces, because after all, it's a family destination. So when you are in the volcano scene with the dinosaurs, make sure you hit all the slithering ones that come out of the volcano. If you hit enough of them, the volcano will erupt and tons of balloons will come out that are worth a lot of points. Also, in the green Army Man section, there are going to be plates that are thrown up in front of you, and you have to work with your partner on this one. If you hit them both at the same time, there's going to be one on the right, one on the left, a cannon will come out and it'll shoot a bunch of stuff at you, and again, you can get a lot of points. In the space alien toss with Buzz Lightyear and friends, aim for all of the aliens that are on the center thing, and if you get them all down at the same time, a monster will come out, and as he opens his mouth, it's like a monster alien, you can get a bunch of points by throwing rings into his mouth. So hopefully you can use those tips and you can win and rub it in your friends' faces, and don't tell your friends and family you watch this video and bet like drinks or a Mickey bar or something on the winner, like loser has to buy it for the winner, and then just blow them away with how good you are at it, and then you can be like, Molly told me about that. So from me to you, friends. Another good tip, don't waste your energy on the warm-up, or if you have to hold for a second and then do 0 point targets, save your strength for when it counts. This is not a game. Yep, that was me. Another cool thing about Toy Story Mania is all the selfie spots as you exit. You've got the popsicle stick wall on one side. You've got the checkerboard wall on the other. Whew, all that shooting and scoring made me kind of hungry, so you know what? Snack break. Headed to Woody's Lunchbox, which is the quick service location here in Toy Story Land. They did just announce that a full service restaurant is coming to Toy Story Land, TBD on when, but right now they're calling it the Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. Unofficially named, but clearly it's going to be barbecue food, and it's going to be set up by Andy, so he's going to have set up 3 cardboard boxes and arranged all his toys in a fun way, so I cannot wait for that. Woody's Lunchbox, you can see his cute canteen, and it's got snacks, it's got some sandwiches, it's got some desserts, it's got some adult beverages. Cute spot to grab a little munchie here in Toy Story Land. Toy Story Land and Woody's Lunchbox is actually sponsored by Baby Bell Cheese. So some of the seating here is actually giant baby bells you can sit on, which is like the cutest thing I've ever seen. One of the most fun treats in the park, these tarts that they have. They're basically like a fancy Pop-Tart, but this one's the raspberry. They also have a chocolate hazelnut that has candied bacon on top. And they do change the flavors out seasonally. So it's a really fun, unique snack that you can pick up here at Woody's Lunchbox if you're craving something sweet. Really yummy. The crust is nice and flaky. Definitely tastes like a giant cookie with some raspberry filling. It's amazing. Can you complain about that? Definitely recommend these, and it's pretty big, so you could probably share it if you feel like it. Guess who I'm about to meet? Hint, I'm really excited. You can also meet Woody, Jessie, and sometimes even Bo Peep here in Toy Story Land as well. Welcome to Municiberg, where you can have a super incredible time. Obviously, this is home to The Incredibles from Disney Pixar's The Incredibles and The Incredibles 2. It's a really great place to hang out. There's the neighborhood bakery where you can get some treats. You can meet super suit designer Edna Mode. There's some really cool photo backdrops, and there's the super shindig where you can move it and groove it with the residents of Municiberg, including your favorite supers, Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible, and Frozone.
This super uses its super strength to fight crime. There is no one stronger, no one bigger. Say it with me.
It's fantastic to be here.
Oh, maybe I should get down from here. Oh, wow! Look at, oh! There you go! Keep them up in the air, everyone!
Fun fact about this guy right here, Dashel Parr, the kid who voiced him actually had to run laps around the studio before doing his voice recordings, so that way he had sounded like he had just run at the speed of light like Dash would be doing. A super cool thing about Edna Mode is that she's actually voiced by Brad Bird, who is the director of the film. The Neighborhood Bakery is a cute little stand where you can get a few special Incredibles themed treats. There's a hero sandwich. There is a Jack Jack cookie Num Num from Incredibles 2. There is a super slush. And there's this incredibly cute pretzel that is shaped like the Incredibles mask. How adorable. Tastes super. Now I am headed to Walt Disney Presents to meet some scary characters. You can meet Mike and Sully at Walt Disney Presents every single day. They're so cute. Give Sully a big hug. He's so furry. Really, really great spot. And it's the only place you can meet them right now. An interesting thing about Cars is that it was the first movie ever to use a brand new technology called Ray technology. This allowed the animators to make the cars look super, super realistic and do something animation had never done before: reflect. They wanted to make sure the cars could reflect and be shiny like shiny race cars would be, so they developed this whole new technology. Pretty incredible.
Amazing! Watch him now and listen to him. Pay attention to race and win. Honk your horns and say it loud. Good job, good job, good job. Hit the music.
His best friend, Lightning McQueen!
Ka-chow! Whoa, Mater, that was some introduction.
Well, nothing's too good for my best buddy. I pulled out all the stops for lights, lasers, and smoke.
There was no smoke.
No smoke! Get a little tractor dip.
Lightning McQueen Racing Academy, super cute. I wouldn't say to wait in a really long line for it unless you had like a die-hard Cars fan, but it's really cute. They've got the Cruz Ramirez and DJ out here that you can meet and take pictures with. They have the Lightning's pit crew come out that will dance with you and play little games with the kiddos. So also great place to get some air conditioning and sit down for a few minutes. So definitely come check it out and ka-chow. Well, that wraps up the Hollywood Studios portion of our Pixarpalooza scavenger hunt. On to the next park. Jumbo from Disney's Animal Kingdom, stop number 2 on our Pixarpalooza scavenger hunt. Very excited, got a couple stage shows to see, a couple characters to meet. It's gonna be wild. I make that joke every time. I need a new Animal Kingdom pun. Please write me one in the comments. First up on our list is Up, a Great Bird Adventure. This was formerly Wonders of Flight, but they have rethemed the experience to feature Carl and Russell from, of course, Disney Pixar's Up. And fun fact about Up, there's a reason that Russell is round and Carl is square. Animators wanted to express their personalities. Of course, Carl is much more rigid and structured, and Russell is much more free-spirited and friendly and snuggly. So that's why, again, Carl is square and Russell is round. Interesting. Let's go see some birds. I'm kind of scared of birds, so cool. Let's So I just talked to a cast member about where to sit to get the best view. He said in the middle, but like kind of towards the back, you'll get the best view of everything, including the birds that fly up and down the aisles, which is only kind of scaring me. I should say that ducks are the one exception to this fear, because ducks are really cute, but regular birds are kind of scary. It's the beaks.
If you are lost, I am a great tracker. I can find you. Oh, yes, I can, because squirrel!
Sounds like you had an amazing adventure.
We did! Kevin is the reason we love birds so much!
Oh, we have another forest! Okay, now hold it.
Alright guys, this was great. Stay nice and still just like the other side did. We're gonna see if Miles wants to fly back home. Alright Miles, what do you say about it? You wanna show off that fancy flying one more time? Nice job!
Oh, shabbat!
We can do that. How about a great big greeting?
The dinosaur!
What?
Scary birdie! Scary birdie!
Oh, wait, hold on.
He really goes gaga for birdseed.
Well, he is a bird.
A bald birdie?
Oh, the bald eagles aren't actually bald.
All we have to do is look up. Right, Russell?
That's right.
I did it. I survived the bird show. And it's actually very, very cute. And you learn a lot of fun facts about some birdies. So I do recommend the bird show, especially if you want a little place to sit down. I wouldn't say wait like a long time because there are amazing shows here, but super cute. And I think it's better now that they rethemed it with Russell and Doug from Up. Currently in line to meet Doug and Russell. I'm so excited. You can meet them every day right near the Tree of Life near the It's Tough to Be a Bug entrance, and they're adorable. Headed into the Theater of the Wild now for Finding Nemo, the musical. I actually haven't seen this show in probably like 6 years, so I'm very excited to go with the flow.
School! Time for school!
All right, we're excited. It's your first day of school, Nemo. We're ready to learn, to get some knowledge. Now, Nemo,
Come on, Dad!
A few fun facts about the film Finding Nemo, and they all have to do with the director, Andrew Stanton. So Andrew Stanton himself was an overprotective dad to a young child. So he wrote the screenplay for Finding Nemo so that he could funnel all of those emotions into a creative outlet. Additionally, he himself was fascinated by the aquarium at his childhood dentist's office, so that's where that idea came from. And finally, he ended up voicing Crush, the turtle, as well, because they couldn't find anyone they liked to voice him. And to get the laid-back vibe of the famous dude sea turtle, he laid on his back every time he was filming. Righteous. Off to our next attraction. It's Tough to Be a Bug. Of course, this is based on Disney Pixar's A Bug's Life. And the fun thing about A Bug's Life is in the trailer that originally released for the film, they used animation they ended up not using in the movie. This is the first time Pixar did that, and it kind of became a signature for Pixar films since A Bug's Life. A lot of them have done that. Also, there's a couple director cameos in the film. The fireflies that like want to get to the light, but they're like, no, don't go towards the light. It's so beautiful. That's John Lasseter and Andrew Stanton, the two directors of the film. Ooh, a bug just hit me. Knows where I'm going. Also, this attraction is what I like to call sneaky scary because it's family friendly, everyone can ride it, it seems really great, but there's actually a few really scary moments that petrify most children and some adults. The Hopper animatronic is gigantic, as well as it gets dark in there. There's creepy crawly bugs that crawl under your seat, and there's spiders that come out of the ceiling. So just know your kids before you get on this one. Maybe have an older kid or a parent ride it first, and if they can handle it, then take the little ones. But don't say I didn't warn you. One of my favorite things about this attraction is the queue. You get to weave in through the roots of the Tree of Life and see it at a few angles you wouldn't see if you didn't go on this attraction. So that right there is worth the ticket. a cool thing about this chimpanzee, it was actually modeled after a chimpanzee named David Graybeard that was discovered by Jane Goodall, the famous gorilla and wildlife explorer. And because of her amazing research and dedication to wildlife, Disney honored her by making one of her favorite monkeys here have a home here in the Tree of Life. In the waiting area, they have these movie posters that are puns on famous movies. At this attraction, it is in 3D, so you grab your 3D glasses, but they are called Bug Eyes. Bug's Life, but make it fashion. So again, this attraction does get loud. There's creepy crawlies. It does get dark. So if you've got little ones or big ones, no shame, that are a little nervous, I recommend sitting towards the back where some of the effects will be a little more muted.
A little more.
Little up. Perfect. Oh, and hi, hello, and welcome.
They're our biggest enemy.
No, that's not true. They're my friends.
Friends? Get this loser out of my sight.
I never miss.
Well, that wraps up the Animal Kingdom portion of our Pixarpalooza scavenger hunt. Where should we go next? I don't know what it is about this park, but this is always the park where I cannot find my car.
Will Molly find her car? Can she continue her quest to find all things Pixar? Find out next time on Pixarpalooza Part 2. For now, that's Molly, and it's been magical. Or has it?
Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you're notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.